warm welcome to SA Decides, brought to you by ANN7. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Audrey Chimanda. I will be moderating this debate. We're coming to you from Nelson Mandela Bay Metro Municipality, and the battle starts now. Will the ANC remain governing this municipality, or are the opposition, who are hot on their trails, be taking over from them? We will find out in a minute. We will cross over as well to the floor where we have members from different political parties, residents of this municipality who are aware of the issues that they need to be addressed. They will be posing questions to my panelists in the second half of this debate. So let's get started. From the Democratic Alliance, mayoral candidate, Councillor Athol Trollip, thank you so much for joining us. What are the priorities of the Democratic Alliance in this municipality?
First of all, the priorities of the Democratic Alliance is to bring change to this municipality. We're the only political party in South Africa that can realistically offer change, because where we've come to govern, we've brought change. We are 9 of the top 10 DA municipalities in South Africa are DA run. 21 of our 25 municipalities that we govern have had clean audits. And one would have thought that the mayor of Nelson Mandela Bay, who is also now the mayoral candidate, would have been here to defend his track record of a year in government and talk to us and have a debate about what he offers the people in the future. Because
Absolutely.
We venture that the ANC is offering more of the same, and the Democratic Alliance is the only party that's offering change and good governance. So I think that's what's at stake, and we would dearly have liked to have debated with the mayoral candidate, who indicated that he was going to be here today and then he quit. He's done it in every single debate. He lures people and the media to come and have a debate and then quits. It's actually unacceptable. It's a government that the ANC has become so arrogant that they don't believe they have to account to the people, and that's very unfortunate.
Absolutely. We will be addressing that issue. From the COPE as well, we have Councillor Kwezi Mchanyana. So thank you so much for joining us. Tell us what the COPE is about in this municipality.
Yeah, to start with, I think as COPE, we would want to save local government across the country, not only the Nelson Mandela Metro, because if you must have read all reports, they will indicate either from the AG's office or from different reports from the public protector, they will indicate that local government is fast collapsing. And it's fast collapsing on simple and on critical issues that sound normal, but they are very much important. Ability to deliver clean and drinking water. Right. You see? Because this municipality is losing liters and liters of water, and that in a way increases the tariffs, and these ordinary people will become unable to pay. You see? So that's one thing that we want to make sure that we avoid water leakages, you see? So that we have proper infrastructure that will be able to sustain water. But two, the issue of electricity. We're also losing a lot of electricity, you see, year in, year out, millions of rands. It is simply because the infrastructure is aging, and it cannot sustain the need for the ordinary people. So we will then make sure that we lobby for sufficient funding so that you overhaul the infrastructure both at the side of water and electricity.
Thank you for that, Councillor. Opening remarks from the ANC as well, just alluding to what the DML candidate has said. We had invited the executive mayor of this municipality, Councillor Danny Jordan, and he last minute, he opted not to be a part of this debate for reasons that perhaps our ANC candidate, who is standing in for him today, could explain to us. Councillor Feziwe Sibeko, your opening remarks, please.
Good afternoon, and thank you for the opportunity. One thing I must clear is that the executive mayor is a busy person, and unfortunately, though he had prioritized this event, he had to go and attend to other duties. I also want to clear the myth that the metro as big as this one can only be dependent on one person. It is a collective action. The mayor works with a collective, and when the mayor is not there, the mayor then delegates. If the mayor in waiting does not know that there is a principle of delegation in the municipality, then we don't know what kind of administration that he'll be bringing in, ushering in the new era.
Well, Councillor, I think the principle of the matter is that we had actually been invited here by the guys that the mayor will be a part of this debate. I mean, what does it say to the electorate if the mayor says he will be a part of the debate, he will be there to be accountable for them, and the last minute he pulls out?
The point of the matter is that the mayor, on a regular basis, goes to public participation, and the halls are full. People of the metro attend. They're not opportunistic to want to see the mayor only when there is TV. The mayor is there all the time. He has wrapped around the metro from cluster to cluster, from ward to ward. The mayor has moved from ward to ward, from cluster to cluster, and from Imbizo to Imbizo. So this is just one of those opportunities that has been a clash of priorities.
All right, thank you for your opening remarks. From the UDM as well, we have Councillor Mongamelo Bopane, please. Do you have your opening remarks?
Yes, we are greeting you and also your listeners. We want to put it clear. The reason why Mr. Danny Jordaan is not here, he cannot face the media and the public, because the first question that the UDM was going to ask him, what is he saying about the FIFA scandal? He's going to be the mayor here. He's going to be the mayor here. He must explain here, how can the metro citizens trust him whilst he was actually in charge of SAFA when there is a FIFA scandal in his head? He must answer that. Balula must not answer for him. He must answer. That's the reason why he's not here, because he doesn't want to face the truth. The UDM want to tell him that. The UDM want to tell him that the 3rd of August is coming. The ANC will never run this municipality again. This municipality is going to fall under the hands of the UDM. The ANC and Danny Jordaan, their time has come to an end.
Thank you for your opening remarks from the UDM. Councillor Mongamelo Bopane. We'll come back to the DA. Councillor Trollip, why do you think you have any chance of winning this municipality come the 3rd of August?
Well, first of all, in politics, trends are everything. And the Democratic Alliance has grown in every single election since 1994 in this country, specifically in this municipality. And the ANC's political fortunes have declined in the last 3 successive municipalities. So our political fortunes are on the up and the ANC is on the down. They've been brought below 50% in this metro, and that's why the DA believes we can govern. But here's the thing. The DA offers 3 things. 3 things in government. 1, we will stop corruption. We will not entertain corruption, we will not employ corruption, and we won't allow corruption to erode the resources that the municipality has to deliver services. We don't see service delivery in the city. We hear about 2 billion rand in the budget, but we never hear the ANC talking about the fact that they spent 2.5 billion rand on an IPTS bus system that doesn't work. The next issue that we promise is that we'll create jobs, because where we govern in the Western Cape, we've created 20% of all jobs in the country were created in the Western Cape. In fact, we are growing jobs there and we are losing jobs in this municipality. Under Jacob Zuma's presidency, he offered 1 million jobs in 2009. We've lost 1 million jobs. So Jacob Zuma and the ANC are 2 million off their target. The last thing we promise is that we will improve service delivery. In the Western Cape where we govern, and the other 25 municipalities, according to all rating agencies and the Auditor General, where the DA governs, it governs well and delivers services. In the city of Cape Town, and I must make a comparison, it's the only metro city we do govern, and I must compare it with the neighboring metro city, we have the highest access to all services of any other metro in South Africa. So we're very proud of that track record, and we will bring that governance to this city, and that's why the people are going to vote for the Democratic Alliance.
Thank you, Councillor. We'll go to the Cope now. Councillor Changana, do you have a realistic chance as well as the Cope, or are you looking to perhaps be in coalition with another opposition party to have a decent number of seats?
No, as of now, we are not planning for a coalition. Our priority objective is to win elections, because this is a contestation of power. As a political party, we define ourselves by a need to occupy state power. So that is the priority objective now, because what we know is that beyond the 3rd of August, these ordinary people will still be needing houses, you see? So if you want to make sure that you deliver public quality services, make sure that housing as a priority need for them has to be taken away from the province, has to be taken away from national. Municipalities must be given an authority to be a housing developer, so that our people don't burn the streets, housing becomes quickened in terms of deliveries. That's one thing. But two, you see, you need to make sure that your administration is clean, your administration is professionalized, because you know why? It might be easy to deliver water, sanitation, and clean drinking water, but the challenge is with the internal capacity to deliver. The staff cannot meet the necessary qualifications that are needed. So you need to deploy people on merit, based on competency with qualifications, so that before even you talk about corruption, you would have clean corruption. But two, the critical component that is killing a local government is the whole issue of corruption. But what you are saying is cool, is that you have sufficient legislation in the country, your MFMA, it's very clear, subject them to disciplinary processes and get rid of them.
And speaking of holding officials accountable, I want to come to you, Councillor Sibeko. Issues of irregular expenditure, wasteful expenditure in this municipality, who is held accountable for that?
Okay, let me again thank you for allowing me this time. You know, what I want to bring to your attention and the intention of the viewers then is that everybody knows that we have brought stability in the administration of this municipality. Since we have come in, we have dealt decisively with the issues of corruption and with the issues of misadministration. We have put in place disciplinary measures. That is no manga business, everybody knows. We've brought in financial stability. When we came in, we made sure that we have a backed up budget. We also made sure that we put processes in place to manage our budget. As we speak now, yes, we've got 2 billion money in the bank. That is our safety net for any crisis that can happen in the metro. We are ready. We've also made sure that we don't only talk about it. The Moodley rating, the rating that the DA is talking about, it has come to our rescue to make those who don't believe, the non-believers, to know that the Moodley rating has given us a clear bill, 3 points up.
We have to go to the UDM now. So I see you have a point that you want to raise there.
Firstly, we just passed a budget here. At no stage the mayor stood up in a council meeting and said, we are having 2 billion in our bank. Can they provide you with a bank statement? Where is the 2 billion? Where is the bank statement that you as the media can be able to say, these people are right? All we know as the UTM is that there is a crisis in this municipality. The AG just released a report to talk about the more than 400 million that has been mismanaged. Now, where is the 2 billion? With regard to the suspensions, with regard to the clean administration, we are saying as the UTM, on the clean administration, you have suspended here more than 12 officials. As a clean administration, how many officials you have actually fired? Out of those officials that you have suspended, if you are fighting for a clean administration, within 3 months, you could fire an official that you have actually found that official guilty. But now what is happening is that he is paying those officials for sitting at home for more than a year. Now, as a clean administration, he actually went around the country and requested that the province and the national must intervene. Because why? He doesn't have confidence for the people of this particular metro and get the acting municipal manager somewhere. And even in the corporate admin, he actually employ people that doesn't even belong where? Yeah. This municipality is full of people that doesn't belong here. He doesn't trust the people that are here. He actually requested the province to actually help him in terms of section 154. Is that the clean administration? And therefore, ma'am, what the UTM is saying, they are talking about 2,000 jobs. Where? Where are the 2,000 jobs? They must explain where. Our people here, they are actually jobless because of why corruption is very, very high. So, ma'am, come August 3, this ANC is going out and UTM is coming in. They can shout, their time has come to an end. They must pack their bags and go.
Right, Councillor Seboko, I'll give you an opportunity to respond to all the questions that have come from the other opposition parties as you're standing in for the Executive Mayor.
Maybe let's start with the issue of stability. There is stability in the metro. The Honorable Trollip knows that from what he has just given us, that there has been in and out of
Yes, what is your definition of stability in the metro?
Our definition of stability is an administration that is performing, financial basis that is performing, that has been rated positively, service delivery that is gone to the people. We've electrified about 1,200 in the short space of time that we've been here. About 1,200 informal settlement in Woma have been electrified. We've dealt with all the issues of Kucha is going to come in the issue of dispatch, where Trollip is talking about toilets without houses and houses without toilets. As we speak on site, there is construction that is happening, so that we deal with that, with all those issues. What I'm trying to say is that within the short space of time that we've been here, service delivery has been happening. That Trollip would say one time, we want a metropolis. When you give them a metropolis, they don't want it, they find fault. Metropolis is there. We have just advertised about 400 jobs on Herald. If you don't read Herald...
When you say, Councillor, when you say you give them and they do not want, who are we speaking of?
The opposition. The opposition we give the opposition what it wants, and more especially the people of the metro, because it is the people on the ground who are feeling the heat. We can always politicize issues, but it is only the people. It is the people of the metro who need that their bylaws be monitored, who need that there be stability, gangsterism, and policing. It is the people of the metro. It is not us politicians.
Yes, let's go to the UDM now.
What we are appealing now, time for lies is gone. ANC must tell the people of the metro the truth. The fact of the matter, where is there stability when there are protests as I'm talking with you right now? Are you saying that there is a stability when some of the workers are sitting at home getting paid? Are you saying that there is a stability when people of this municipality are still living in shacks? And when people of this municipality, they don't even have toilets next to their shacks? Is there stability when a man that is actually a driver or the captain of the train is facing FIFA scandal? He can't come here and tell the nation what had happened with FIFA scandal. The UDM want to tell the ANC that there is instability, there is corruption, like what the AG have actually said. There's nothing they will done anymore. It's just promise, and those promises will never be fulfilled. Come the 3rd of August, this ANC is coming out, and the UDM will come. They just talk and do nothing. They are very good in talking. They are just talking, and you can see what kind of people they are.
Thank you for those remarks. I want to come to Kirk now, so you've been quiet for a moment. What are your thoughts on all these issues that are coming up? Your thoughts on all the issues that are coming up that we have discussed?
You know, I think our view as COPE is that the people in front of us will vote us for 5 years. So we have 5 years, 5-year term in office. We won't pretend as if we did not see what has been done in the past 12 months. Yes, we can acknowledge that, but the reality is that dating from the 18th of May 2011 up until now, we have seen more than 5 city managers. You see, that would then mean that there is no stability. We have seen employment of executive directors, and then some of them have been removed. You see, and so many people over the past 5 years have acted that is an indication of instability. We have seen a change of political leadership not less than 3 times. So that is an indication of political instability. So what we are then saying is that provide COPE an opportunity to lean beyond 3rd August so that you can see what is it that we mean by incorruptible, reliable, and political leadership. That's what we're trying to say.
I want to come to the Democratic Alliance now. You know, the reality is it's not just the governing party that has the responsibility of making sure that this metro works. As the opposition, are you there to just point out the wrong things that they're doing, or do you also have a contribution that you're bringing?
Absolutely, Audrey. First of all, we understand that there are 1,700 critical vacancies in this municipality that the executive member of this council is responsible for. 1,700 vacancies. So if you have vacancies, you can't deliver services. We've also seen the budget of this municipality divided by half. Half the budget has been cut on infrastructure improvement. So we as a Democratic Alliance have identified areas where we really have to improve. Housing is the first area. Housing, the responsibility for housing was taken away from this municipality by the ANC national government because of corruption. We want to take housing back. We want to start building award-winning housing developments like we do in the Western Cape. We also need to understand that we have to do something about creating safety. You know, the executive member of this council referred to gangsterism and drugs. Every single day somebody gets shot in the city. We haven't heard of one arrest by this Metro Police farce, not one since it was launched, whereas in the Western Cape we have 1,000 arrests a month. So if we had a Metro Police force and not a farce, we would have seen things happening.
I think what you are saying is cool, is that leadership is about trust, leadership is about certainty, but leadership is about confidence. You see, so that's what we are then trying to say is that allow COPE an opportunity to deploy trustworthy people, you see, to deploy a leadership that can reinstill a sense of confidence to the people of the Nelson Mandela Metro, because this city, this once glorious city, its confidence has gone down on a number of reasons. We can't dwell too much on that. That has already been elaborated on. But we are saying COPE is more than ready to deliver that type of leadership. Because
Thank you, Councillor. Your 1 minute is up. We'll go to the ANC now. Ma'am, in a minute, please, closing remarks for this part of the debate.
I see there's a problem of not wanting to acknowledge that there has been a change and there has been stability. Yes, we acknowledge that there's been changing of municipal manager, changing of mayors, but acknowledge again when something is right, give credit where credit is due. Since the usher of Councillor Executive Mayor Jordan, there has been this stability that we cannot deny. You can hear them also. If they want to speak out of stability, they go backwards.
Thank you, Councillor. Sorry, we have run out of time. Very quickly from the UDM as well.
You see, ma'am, these ANC hooligans, they've done the same in Ward 30 before the 18th August by-elections. Those hooligans again on the 3rd of August, they'll be quiet because the UDM will be in charge. We beat them in Ward 30. We will also beat them in the Nelson Mandela Metro. Come 3rd August, your ANC will be out and the UDM will be in. And we are not hearing nothing of you. The UDM will be in charge here. That ANC hooligans.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for those closing remarks. Again, you're watching SA Decides, brought to you by ANN7. This is the first half of the debate. We have to take a break. Do stay with us. We're coming to you again from Nelson Mandela Bay Metro Municipality.